Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining. And even if you're watching in the replay, my name is Eileen Smith, and I am so glad to be here with the Logie team. Ehud Segev and Emmy is here also in the background. And we want to talk about the new feature on Logie. This was just rolled out this week. And so I hope you've had a chance to look at it. The folks that are here live, if you have had a chance to look at it, just say me. And if not, don't worry, because your girl's going to walk you through it. Andrew's here now. Oh, okay. I haven't seen any me. Oh, Ehud puts in me. Yes, Ehud, I hope you did look at it. All right, Stephanie didn't know about them. All right, so let's see. Do we have a screen sharing? Yes, we do. Let's just kick things off with talking about this new Logie matches feature. So this is how you're going to find it. You're going to go to your Logie dashboard. Over on the left-hand side, you're going to click on the menu where it says Manage. Once you open Manage, you'll see the second thing on that list is Products. Okay? Now, are you seeing my step 2 here? You're going to see a new tab in the middle because the first tab is My Products. The second tab is going to be My Matches. And then the third tab is all the opportunities. And by the way, I think I will mention that currently there are over 8,600 some odd opportunity products available for us to promote and earn extra income, extra commissions directly through Logie. You're on Amazon, but you're going to get your money from Logie. Okay? Your extra money. Still going to get money from Amazon. But anyway, most of you all know that, but I'm saying that for the recording. Okay? So you're going to go to products, my matches, and then once you're in my matches, you'll see that if you wish, you can filter. You also can change the view from the grid that you kind of just saw in the background to also a table view. So people that have, more than 5,000 products or something that they're connected with, or, if you just have a lot of Logie matches that you've had, it's probably easier for you to navigate through when you're on the table view because then the little icons are smaller and everything goes across the screen. Okay. Then next, you can filter through that view. Now, I took screenshots because there's a lot of personal information on mine that I'm not going to share, but I wanted you to see that there is that little filter icon over on the right-hand side, and these are the things you can filter for. Your recently matched, oldest matched, recently accepted, oldest accepted, recently shipped, oldest shipped, A to Z, Z to A. Highest match ID, that's just a number. The Logie is sort of like an internal number of the ID number of that product as it's and you, the match number or the lowest match ID. Okay. Has anybody taken a look? All right. So wait a second. Hang on. Andrew says 8,000 688. Thank you, Andrew, meaning that's how many opportunity products there are. And Stephanie says, love this. Stephanie, would you like to unmute? It's showing what I accepted and what I skipped. I'd love to get some reaction.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, so what's your first reaction? Your
I love this. I put a couple of ideas in the comments already.
okay, that you want to go through them? Let's talk.
Um, sure. So wait, let me just get back to where I was just looking. It was
Uh-huh.
under products and then my matches. Okay, so when I click on one of the products that I see was shipped, if there could be, like, we have the 14 days to create content for it, if there could be a countdown or something saying the date that the content is due, and then like a check mark or something, we've completed the content for this product, or we haven't completed the content yet for this product.
Okay.
And there was one other thing. What did I say? Oh, if there was a link, like I'm clicking on one of the products and I can go to, like, in the tab on the right side of my computer, I see analytics, about, content. If there was a way I can add my content for offsite, like if I post a TikTok video, can I put that link right here on this little side panel? Or somewhere clicking on the match on my screen.
Okay, that's two suggestions. I'm not sure who's writing those down, if whether it's Ehud or Emmy. Oh, here comes Ehud.
Yeah, I'm writing everything down, but
Okay.
once Stephanie's done, uh, I'll show a couple more things, but or if other people want to say, but this is amazing, and most of what you're saying is already in production, and it's going to be released in the next few days,
Uh,
including the counter. But
okay,
the
yeah,
Awesome.
let's.
counter,
I was going to say let's get some couple reactions from a couple more people if we can, Ehud, and then you can tell everybody what's to come because I just love that. It's like first reactions. Tiffany, hi, how are you? This is your first time that I remember seeing you here. If you've been on Logie for a while, would you?
Oh, hi guys. I have just joined and I'm just figuring it
Okay,
all out. So I was so
okay.
excited to get the email today. I logged in earlier for the first one, but got busy with work and had to step away. So I just realized I was about to miss this one. I want to
Oh,
learn as much as I
yay.
can. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Would anybody else want to give some of their first impressions of it, David? I know you always say your mic isn't working, but come on, David. Anybody else? Go ahead, just unmute. Come on, Lane. Okay,
Sorry, I was
Lane's
going to say something and then my Google went off. But no, I wanted to say this is actually really cool, very helpful to be able to see and be able to sort by everything. I would actually be really interested to see like which products have made me the most money. I don't know if that's an option on here or not. I'm looking through the drop down right here, and I don't see like a revenue for high low or something like that. But that'd be
Okay.
really cool.
All right, great. Michelle, you got any feedback? I'm not sure if you're at your computer. Oh, there she
I'm
is.
here and I am going to find this extremely helpful because I always forget when I got it and when it's due. And so to be able to very quickly go and find it, and every time I need to look up a product from Logie that I've been sent, I have to go back to my email, search through all that until I finally found it. So this is very helpful.
This is cool. Very, very good. And, honestly, I started going through the Facebook group and seeing all the folks that were saying, is there a way I can see my matches? And then in some cases, Ehud was able to respond and say, it's coming, it's coming. Well, y'all, it's here. It's here. And this is the first iteration of it. And Ehud, can you please tell us what we can expect next with what you guys are developing?
Absolutissimo, absolutissimo. So let me tell you. First thing, Stephanie was absolutely right about a few things that we're working on. But basically, the most important thing is that you will have a counter to accept products. So right now you can see all your matches, but coming soon, you'll be able to see all the matches that you're yet to accept, skip, or expired. And you will have that button right there in your matches table. You'll be able to immediately see what products are waiting for you to accept. So that's like a really, really cool thing to take a look at. And the other thing that is really cool is that I don't know if you mentioned that, but I think it's like pretty awesome. And I don't think I'll be able to show it because I might because I just have our dummy account. But you know what? I do have something that I'll be able to show. So let me just share my screen here, and 1 second, share screen. I think it's this screen that I'm sharing. Share, yeah. Let me know if you can see it. Yep,
Yeah,
can we see it?
Can see it now. Yes.
Amazing. So, that's our dashboard. That's our dummy account dashboard. But I can see my top brands here, my top categories, all my revenue. But when I go to products, then I can compare different products and see how they're doing. I can see all the new product opportunities, my best performing products, my highest earning products, my top Logie opportunities. But as I go down, we added this new module right here. So now you can also see your latest matches in your dashboard under the products tab.
Awesome. No, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. So now you're able to see that here. And of course, if you'll be matched with something and it's waiting for you to accept it, you'll also be able to click here where it says matched under the status. You will have a skip or accept button that you can immediately click here. And you will also have some kind of a counter of how much time you have to accept before it goes to the next creator that was matched. So you better act quickly with that. So that's really amazing. And of course, if you click it, then you get this product panel to open up for you. We will also add here that it's a matched product. And if you didn't accept it yet, you'll be able to accept it from this panel here. And if you want to see all, you'll just click on view all, and that will take you to the page that Eileen was mentioning before. So you can, of course, sort it by different methods, recently matched, all this matched, recently accepted, all this accepted, all those amazing different sorting abilities. And the more you're with Logie, the more this list is going to be full of hundreds of matches that you accepted, skipped, expired, and everything else. When you click on filter, you can filter by the status. So you can say, hey, only show me product that have been matched with me, only product that I've accepted, only product that were shipped to me. And you can literally change that status right here. And you can also say, okay, only show me product that was shipped to me, after July 1st and until whatever date that you want. So from July 1st until the 31st, you can hit submit and you'll be able to see only those. And this is how you can really track everything that you've been doing. Now, let's take a look for a second, because that's also something brand new and not a lot of people noticed it, is that when you click on a product, so first thing you see, it says product match here. So it's a product that have been matched to you. But we did add that analytics tab that wasn't here before. So for the first time, Lane, that's mostly for you. Every product you'll click into, you'll be able to see the last 30 days. You'll be able to see if you sold any units in the last 30 days, how much revenue you generated, and how much content was generated, especially for people who are doing live streams or keep on posting more posts across different platforms. You can track it here, and you'll always be able to see like the last 30 days and always see how it's working out for you.
Is
And
there a way that we could get that to where we could see more or less than 30 days?
not at the moment. You'll have to go to the dashboard and kind of try to work it this way, but we'll definitely work on that in the future. And because Stephanie asked for it, and just so you'll know, when you go to content, you see all the content that was generated. And all you need to do in order to add additional content is to click that little link here at the top, that little link icon, and you literally, you will add this product to your products, you click add. And by the way, we will automatically add every match to your products moving forward, but some of the products you'll be matched with are products you will not really want to show on your go.shopping storefront. So that's why every time we will automatically add these products to your My Products tab, we will automatically mark it as private. So if you will want to show it on your storefront, you will come here and you will just click that little icon, which will make it public for everybody to see on your Go Shopping storefront. So again, it's super easy. You can see the analytics. That's something brand new that we added for every product. And the more you sell products and create content, the more this analytics tab will be very powerful for you when you click any product on Logie. And in order for you to see the content that you've created, you'll click the content tab in the product panel. And if you would want to add additional content that we didn't collect automatically from Amazon, you would come here to the top of the panel, click the little link icon and add the product to your products and select the content type, post, video, live stream, and simply just paste that link and hit submit. It's that easy. It's super, super easy to do. And that's about that. That's mostly what we wanted to do. We also, once we will start adding those products automatically as we match them with you to your My Products tab, then we will add a filter that says here under the filter button, you have all these different ways you can filter your favorite products, your public products, your on-hand products, your sold products, your content products, and we will also add your match product, and you'll be able to literally just turn it on and only see products you've been matched with if you want to. But the reason why you want to do it is if you want to go deeper and say, only show me my matched products that has a discount, or only my matched products that have a promo code or that have an active campaign, and you'll hit apply. So that will give you that amazing superpowers to do a little bit more than the usual stuff. Yeah, so I hope you like that. That's just like one thing that we've added. So many people asked for it, and it's going to just be great to have those matches and the information right here at your fingertips.
Wonderful. I'm loving these updates. I just think it's another way to keep folks want to be organized. They, there's so much going on with our Amazon accounts, and just an extra added layer of like I said, being organized and knowing what they should focus on, especially like if there's a promo code or a sale going on. They know they already have sold this product before, or even if they haven't, that's the time to like go ahead and push it and send it out to your channels. We can't use the automation for that, Lane. Sorry, but we can double down on it, right? I want to, Stephanie, if you could unmute again, I just want to go to your comment here because I am not understanding something about folks that are only using their phone. All right. So you talked about that on desktop, the extensions. There are some that can easily grab that ASIN number. So my question to you is, when you're on your phone, what do you do with that ASIN number once you grab it?
Oh, when I'm in the Amazon app and I'm like submitting my content, my video or my photo, and it's not there as like I haven't opened the app and like before I submit content, sometimes I'll go through and I'll open every listing for everything I'm going to tag just to make sure that it's in my previous. But Amazon is funky like sometimes, and so it's not going to show up in my previous thing. So I'll go back and literally just type in the ASIN that I'm
And that
looking to
works?
pull up. Yes,
works
that usually works for me,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
tedious and annoying. So
Yes.
if I had a way to just go like from on my Chrome on my cell phone, if I could look in the Logie app, like I was actually just uploading photos this morning, and the photos had 3 products in them. So I went on the Amazon app, I opened each product page so that it would be in my history, and then one of them, it was a colored picture, like completely finished. So I'm not showing the markers and stuff in there for Amazon to say, oh, this is the product I'm saying. They just gave me random markers.
Mhm.
So I don't want to select that. And I go back into the history of what I've looked at. And for some reason, my app is like, oh, we don't remember you looking at this product page. So then I went back to my email. I opened the email from Logie that said, here's your match. And I click on that to get the ASIN. The ASIN was probably written in the email, but I clicked on the product, and then it takes my app from Amazon and it goes over to that product page. But then when I'm ready to post the photo again, I have to go back and start the content over because I've gone from in my app to a product page.
I understand.
Okay.
That's one reason why I don't do stuff on my phone. But I think there is another place in Logie that you can just grab that ASIN. Is that right, Ehud? You're still on mute.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I
That's okay.
had a screen over screen and it was exactly on my mute page. That's
Yeah.
just so annoying.
Mhm.
But yeah, let me share my screen just one more time
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can take a look at it together.
Mhm.
So now, you have all your matches right here, which is amazing. You just double click the ASIN and you can copy it and do whatever you want with that. When you go to My Products, we made it even easier. So under My Products, you can just click that little copy ASIN icon. So you can just click it and copy it, which should be super, super easy to copy to clipboard. You can open the panel to open the product page, and then you can have 3 different options here, which are really interesting that not a lot of people know of. So I want to talk about it because that might be something that Stephanie will also want to hear about. Is that when you click any product and it opens that panel, it will show you it will actually show you the different links that you can have. And if you click that first icon next to the link that is actually having that little smile icon, Amazon logo, and it has that Amazon.com link, you can click that little icon that will open up this product page on Amazon in a different tab. And then you have these 2 icons here to copy the direct link to the Amazon listing. So one of them is just the regular Amazon link that you can actually click and copy to the clipboard. But then you also have one that comes with your tag ID that you can click, and then you can share it with your tag ID. Just a few things that we have here. Now, here's the most important thing that maybe will be more related to Stephanie's question, but Stephanie, you will be able to tell me exactly in more details what you meant, but I want to share something else that starts today. Today is going to be the first day we're going to see it, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. And it is a new email system that we created to remind you of your deadline and the emails that you need to, the content that you need to create for every match that you are receiving. So that's something, as you know, that wasn't done too much until now. And I'm going to now stop sharing for a second. I'm not sure if I'm sharing the right page or not. I never know. I'm better at Google Meet than this, but I'm trying my best. So I'm going to try to share this. I hope it's the right one. So let me share it. Let me know if you can see it. And that is the new email, the beautiful email that you're going to be getting. And you literally see, hey, missing content. Damon, a friendly reminder about your content. Let's make sure we're all up to date. You see the product. You see this little dude here trying to find your content and can't, because we're always trying to find your content automatically on Amazon. But sometimes we fail. Don't judge us. Just, you'll see how to let us know about it. But we tell you that, we hope you got the product and you created some content. And then we mentioned the important update of the 14-day content creation policy. This will soon, hopefully in a day or two, will be in its own nice frame Right now, I just wanted to get this out for you so you'll be able to see it. Immediately under it, you'll see that beautiful box that tells you what is the product that we're missing content for. It will give you the ASIN right here, so you can come here and copy this ASIN directly from your email that reminds you that you didn't create content for it. You see the exact date that we shipped it on, and you also see the match ID, just in case you're talking to support and you have any issues, you can say, this is the match ID I'm referring to. One click on this button here will open the product on Amazon, so you can do whatever research you want. And this button right here allows you to immediately link the content on Logie. So you click this, it will immediately open Logie and just allow you to just paste the link. Everything else will be already opened up for you, including the product selected and everything. So it's super, super, super easy. And now, this is what you're going to see in the next few days. However, keep in mind that just in a few more days, you will also get another section here below. And that section is related video inspiration. And that is something very powerful that we're adding for you. So when you'll get those emails in the future, you will also get a list of at least 5 other videos that were created to very similar products by top trending Amazon influencers. And why is that so cool? Because not only will you be getting those inspiration video links, you'll be able to also see the creator that created them. You'll have a direct link to open their influencer storefront and channel, so you can see other content they created or go directly to that content. But there's something unique about that section, those video inspirations. And that unique part is that these videos aren't just inspiration. These are literally the most trending videos for similar products on Amazon. You have to understand, Logie is today the largest, most profound data analytics company that tracks every content that is being generated on the Amazon platform publicly. So everything is legit. We're using public data. But our superpower is the fact that we don't care about a lot of other things that Amazon does, but we care about content. That's why we allow ourselves to spend a lot of money on having our spider get content from Amazon every single minute. We have millions of data points, millions of data points of content created by creators in different placements. Why is this so powerful? Because now we know which content is trending the most. And if I see the same video appearing in multiple placements, what does it tell me? It doesn't tell me that someone in Amazon thinks that that creator is cute or they have a nice smile. It tells me that Amazon is trending this video and making it go viral across so many different Amazon placements because that video converts. And when a video converts, it means it's generating more sales for less views. What's a high conversion rate? Well, most of us know it by now, but just in case you don't or you're not sure about what a conversion rate is, let's say that 100 people watch your video and 100 people bought your product. That's 100% conversion. But if only 10 people bought the product, but 100 people watched it, the video, that means you only had 10% conversion rate. It's important because if someone else had 1,000 views and only generated 10 sales, both of you generated 10 sales. Both of you generated 10 sales, but you had only 100 views and he had 1,000 views. That means that your conversion rate was 10%, while his conversion rate is as low as 1%. Amazon understands that they don't want to spend their video placements on Amazon for people who do not convert good. They don't want to show a video 1,000 times to get 10 sales. They want to show it 100 times to get 10 sales. So if they show the same video 1,000 times, they will get 100 sales. That is simple math. And when you understand that Amazon only wants to grow bigger, better, and make more money, and we have an insider people in Amazon explaining to us that Amazon is pushing videos that have good conversion rate and good engagement rate, meaning people have been watching more than half the video. So that section you're going to see in that email that will remind you to create content. And also I'm going to implement this email as soon as you're getting matched. So you'll immediately get that data alongside my AI generated brief that I've already shared with you that is going to take effect soon. You're going to have a unique brief for you and that specific product you've been matched to, which is unique to you and your style. And Lane, you remember we tested it on you and we saw an amazing script it wrote. That was so cool. It was just so perfect aligned to you. And it just gives you such a great. Why are we doing all this? Why? The reason is super simple. Logie wants to be the platform that allows you to create content in the easiest way possible while generating the most out of your time. There are so many platforms out there for influencers, guys. And you can go and you can spend so much time on your own, going back and forth, negotiating with brands, sending emails. You know, Logie has set as the concept of the company to eliminate communication between creators and brands altogether. We are the only company in the world that does that, and that's our one main goal. We don't want you to waste your time negotiating. We don't need you to give your private information, such as your home address, etc. We keep it protected for you. We do everything because we want you to just create content and generate the most money for the minimum effort. Minimum effort, meaning Logie will help you come up with the best idea, with the top product that can convert for you, with a product that pays more commission than any other product, with a product that we believe our AI has picked you because we believe that you are the most likely person to generate sales for that product. Not just because you like a product or because a brand reached out to you, but because we know what you sold before. We know what you're trending for. We know where Amazon is pushing your video. That is why we want you to double down on Logie in everything you do, and we'll try to do everything we can to support you in this. And we will keep using AI to give you the most advanced tools to achieve it. But I want you to also understand the behind the scenes of why you're getting these specific emails, why we are giving you inspiration of other videos. Those are not just random ones. Those are videos that are already trending and have already proven to be successful. And by you getting that piece of information, you're already ahead of the competition. Do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I do want to say how much I love the mission of Logie and everything that you just said. And it's the reason why I spend so much time and pour so much of myself into this community, because I just think that it's special and it's irreplaceable. Nobody else can do what and build for us what you guys have done. And so I just think it's amazing. But I'm always talking. So I would love if someone else would turn on their mic. Shop with Nick, you made some comments. I would love to hear that. Or if Michelle, if you could get ready to turn on your mic. People that don't talk too much, or even if you do talk sometime. Catherine, What do you think about what Ehud just said and the opportunities from Logie? I know you guys love it because otherwise y'all wouldn't be here.
It's Shop with Nick.
Hey.
Nichelle Dupree on Facebook. I first of all, you guys are so freaking smart. Oh my gosh. Like if I could do half, like a portion of the things that you guys do with automation, I would be blown away. That's one thing. And the second thing is, why the heck isn't Amazon doing this stuff? I mean, OMG, what is going on? Like, first of all, I would think Amazon would like buy you guys up for $1 gazillion and put it right into creator content because it's just crazy. I can't believe that they're not looking at what you guys are doing and saying, we need to either do that or buy them and have them do that for us.
Well, I have to respond to that. And thank you. I did not realize that you are Nichelle and girl, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nichelle Dupree.
All right, now everything is clicking. Why I keep saying Nichelle all the time.
Nichelle Dupree, just to mention, Eileen, what I'm thinking is that it's going to be amazing if anybody will, say their name if their name is not on Zoom. So if it's just their alias or handle, it's always good to ask them. Also, Altovis is here on the line with us, and Lane. So if anyone is talking, it's very good if they also mention their name. The reason why is because I don't know if you know it, guys, but we have invested so much time, and Emmy here, our main creative manager, is taking this so seriously, and we are creating the most in-depth, profound news desk website under logie.ai/news. So when you go to logie.ai/news, you literally know everything there is to know about the world of social commerce. There is no, and I kid you not, there is no one website in the world that provides as amazing content as Logie provides under the logie.ai/news website we have set up. And I'm telling you that even other groups, other communities, they come to our website. We have thousands of hits every month for every article. And we're taking the knowledge that we collect from you guys and we create it into amazing articles. And why do I want your names? Because many times Emmy or Anne or Tanya, or one of our creative team might reach out to you on Facebook and ask you to maybe elaborate a little bit more so we can quote you on the articles. When you start reading those amazing articles that we share, you will see that we're trying to get as much real human interaction and quotes as we can. And that's why if you see someone talking and we don't have their full name, please mention your full name so we can reach out to you again after the Zoom as well to make sure that we have everything needed for the entire community to enjoy the most updated news possible. And really, everyone, just go ahead and bookmark that website so you'll always be in the know about everything that's happening. Back to you, Eileen. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to say, in response to what Nichelle mentioned, I've always said this. They did see the amazing things that Logie is doing, and they did try, I'm using air quotes for anybody who's not watching, try to replicate. And this is why they came up with this Creator Connections, which is their convoluted, with a whole lot of opaque, because it's not transparent, about how things are done. And, they slowly, it takes them 2 years to tell you, no, you don't need to post a link. So it's like a watered down version, severely watered down, because what Ehud said earlier about not going back and forth with brands. No, they want you to go back and forth with brands. That's why they set up this little messaging center, but then they say, oh, we're not responsible for anything that you put in there. If you tell them anything, don't look at us. Okay? So they can't do what a team like Logie can do because Logie is nimble. right? They can make changes. They can give us things. They will listen to our feedback. And I'm going to get off my soapbox now because, like I said, I'm always talking. I want to hear someone else's voice. Would you like to, Catherine, now say what you think or how you feel about this Logie platform?
Well, hi, I'm Catherine. I'm Catherine. My main name is Catherine, but on Facebook it's Mary Suki. So if you see a different name, but I've only been here like a few weeks, so I haven't had much time to look at it, but it seems to be very good of what I can see, and I have to pay more attention to it. I've been doing a lot from Amazon, but now I probably start doing more stuff on Logie. So
Well, Catherine,
and
what you are doing, you're investing in yourself because you come to these meetings when you can,
yes,
and
right.
if not, you're like, "Where's every play?"
Yeah.
You know, and so this is, I did the same thing when I first got introduced to this. You
Mhm.
know, there was a group with Melody and I can't remember the other person's name. I know his name. I just can't think of it right now. But anyway, I just absorbed stuff
Mhm.
for a while. And that's how I got introduced to Ehud. And then I saw what Logie, oh, I'm sorry, Monty Weaver and Melody. And
Uh-huh.
there, and when I saw it, and that's what I embraced it because I said, this is the real deal. And it's something that I would have embraced even if it wasn't Amazon. Let's just say
Right. Mhm.
Logie was available for YouTube shopping. I would be doing the same thing. Okay. It just so
Yeah.
happens that it's Amazon. So it's really Logie that I love and the
Yeah.
mission behind it. And Roxanne says she doesn't even know how she found Logie. I know exactly how I found it. Like I said, coming
I found it through you, Eileen.
Yay! You know, and I spread the word in my YouTube channel
Yeah.
and I'm on Twitter and wherever else I can. And I always try to articulate in a way that when I think of someone who is starting new, and this is the reason why I asked you to speak up, because I know you're not afraid to speak up. But I know there's others here that sometimes are just like,
Well, I'm
oh,
usually
well,
very shy, so I'm surprised that I'm speaking up.
I know, well, let's go hold your hand and you know, but and I know people are multitasking and all that. I
Yeah.
get it. So but I just love that you all are here and because
Yes.
of Ehud, he's the ultimate leader behind this
Yeah.
whole thing. He's very humble, at times, but when he starts talking about Logie and this platform, he knows it's the best.
I'm here in my Starship Enterprise continuing mission to discover new civilization outside of the Amazon universe. But that's why that
Yeah. Actually, somebody in the Facebook group asked if you had anything for TikTok yet, and I know we had talked on. I'm not trying to change the subject of today's conversation, but I just want you to know that someone did ask about that, and I didn't want to respond. I thought I'll let you respond because you got things cooking that I don't even know about. and and Stephanie, I see you're posting in the chat. Did you also want to turn the mic back on again?
Hi,
Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't read your comment. What were your
that's okay.
thoughts?
Just now I just said, I think I saw one of Ehud's links in Jamie's Facebook group like a couple years ago. And it took me weeks to give in and be like, okay, I can spend an hour in this meeting. And now I'm here every week for almost 3 hours with you guys.
I love it. I love it.
There's
and
always something valuable to gain from these sessions. That's why I keep coming back.
Yep. Yep.
that's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah, and that's what that community is for. And I feel like people that don't have a community are actually left behind. And this is the wisdom of the masses. The more we tap into everybody's knowledge, we're able to achieve so much more. And we believe in it, and that's why we keep on pushing towards that mission. And that is why we're also, collecting all this data, and we're making it approachable, making it accessible for all Amazon influencers out there, and social commerce influencers, because it is growing to much more than just Amazon and TikTok shops and Instagram shopping, and everybody's understanding that social commerce is doing to e-commerce what e-commerce was doing to the regular commerce. So that's what I keep on explaining our investors. I tell them, the world is changing. You used to go to a store to buy a drill, and now you go online and buy that drill, and soon you will not go to Amazon or eBay or Walmart. You will buy your products from other people like you that talk about what product is perfect for you. So this is our mission, guys, as content creators in the social commerce revolution, to be able to provide that amazing tip, idea, or encouragement to buy products that are perfect for our audiences. So yeah, it's amazing.
Great.
This is Michelle. I had one other thing. Sorry, I keep chiming in, but I just wanted to say, like, I love how great the community as a whole is that Logie has created, because, like, I can go into the Logie community and ask questions about not just Logie, right? I can ask questions about anything. And I asked about how, if someone else had a website that they use for their Amazon links the other day, and I got lots of great feedback on that. And, all of that, of course, helps myself, helps Logie, helps the sellers. It's just so great that we have these calls that we have every week, and I love them, and I love coming on them when I can. And also that I can just go into that community and ask other people that are doing similar things and things that I'm not even thinking about, right? That's like the bendable. I didn't know anything about that. And, and all of that still helps, all of us, Logie, us and the sellers. So thank you for what you created.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And Roxanne, were you able to turn on your mic? Don't know. Oh, maybe. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I can.
Okay. Hey, yeah, you say you felt left behind. Were you in other groups or?
I'm in a lot of groups. I just never really connected in any of them.
But then you heard about Logie somehow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Great.
started, I wasn't able to do the meetings, but then I decided, well, I work out at noon. So I joined when I work out at noon, and now I've been attending both every week. So
Awesome. Awesome. So you're on the walking pad.
yes.
Good for you. Good for you. I need one of those walking pads. Get on that Life Pro. Okay. All right. Great. Well,
Like to say on the
yeah,
Logie
Lane.
matched tool that's new, it would be really cool because there's some products that I've bought from Logie, and to be able to have a section where it's products that I've purchased, so that you could kind of compare what's being given and what you purchased, and see sales data and all that type of stuff. I think that could be really cool as well. I don't know if there's a way. I'm sure there's a way to match it together. I just that's not for me to
Absolutely.
figure out.
Lane, I have to tell you something amazing that is coming soon. So that's why we're not sharing it yet, because you know what we're planning, but the idea is that very soon, very, very soon, we are testing this feature right now. We are going to enroll our half price sample program, where the brands are literally saying we're in, and once they say we're in, all their products on our page, as I mentioned in previous sessions we had, will start being, you'll be able to purchase them for half price directly from within the Logie platform. And once you do that, it will immediately go to your matches page under a different type. So you'll have a AI matched and a manual match. Whether you've been AI matched with the product and you will see that product there, or you will see manual match, meaning I matched myself with the product and I purchased a sample for half the price, and Logie takes care of everything for you. So we hope to implement this literally in just a few weeks from now, but that will be great, and that literally solves the issue that you just mentioned. And yeah, I think that will be the greatest thing ever, when
Yeah,
you
that
can
sounds
literally see
great.
that. Yep.
Very cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I do have like two quick things. about Amazon that I want to share with you guys. So I want to transition into that, but I also at the same time I want to ask Andrew, because Andrew, you've been making a lot of great comments, and I just wanted to know if you were able to turn your mic on. That would be great. If not, just let me know. But in the meantime, I want to share a couple little updates. They're not major, but something that this is one of the things that comes from, asking questions and, being in these groups, right? This one wasn't from the Logie group, but because of this whole international storefronts that we're all joining up now, and someone asked about the difference between, where that part in the back end of our settings where we can add oh no, I'm sorry. The first one I have here is something different. This was the one link, and once you've generated your storefront in an international, right? You want to make sure that that storefront is included in your consolidated reports. Okay, so there is a link where you have to do that on your off-site account. If anybody wants that link, I'll put it in the chat. And then because you've just created, let's just say you decided you wanted to add Germany, and they give you the store IDs. You have to come back over to this page and add that store ID so that it can be included in your consolidated reports. Okay, that wasn't the change. This next thing is the change. We used to have a different site list on our on site than we did on our off site. Just quick recap for those who don't remember. Your site list is Amazon saying, you better tell us every place that you're going to be posting links. And if you don't put it on here, we're going to come after you and we may shut your account down. Why they do this? I don't know. I'm confused, but okay. It's their playground, so we got to play by their rules. So, but what was really always off-putting to me and very weird is we have one site list on our on-site ID and another site list on our off-site ID. And it wasn't until someone mentioned it in another group that, hey, how can I get back and forth to these? And then I realized, I was like, well, you'll know if you're on the off site because you have your stars at the top, right? Now, most of y'all don't have this little stupid important notice. This is how goofy they are with your dashboard. This important notice has been on my account since 2018. And I know Lane's laughing because he probably has it too. Like, how can y'all not take that off? But anyway, ignore that. Ignore important notice, right? This right here. You see it says September 2018. Something that they got rid of. Okay, but that's how you'll know that you are on off-site. Okay, so now you switch over to on-site. Looks different. There's no stars thing at the top, but it's the same link. And it was not before. I know it wasn't because I got multiple storefronts set up, and I know I went through this with all of them. So someone somewhere, they must have got a new manager somewhere down there. And they said, this is goofy. Why don't we just make them the same? So now for every storefront, you really only have one site list. It doesn't matter if you're accessing it from off-site or on-site, you're only going to have one. And if you look up at the top of the page, you'll see it's the same link. Okay, and I will share that link as well. Okay, now with that said, I made myself a little cheat sheet, and you may want to do the same if you're doing these international storefronts, of the links that I want to put on that site, on that site list. Okay. So for me, this is for me, but I can share this with you and you can put your links in your, make a copy of this in Google Drive and put your links on this list. So my YouTube, my Instagram, you can just go down the list of all the ones. I put some in here that some of you may or may not have, like Linktree, Twitter, Bendable, Buy Me a Coffee, Threads. Like I don't even use Threads, but I put it on there because you never know. If I do start using it, I probably start using it for Amazon, right? Maybe you have one website, maybe you have 3 websites. Okay, and then this is just to save you time when you are opening your international storefronts, because that's one thing. Even though the on-site and the off-site will share a site list, is not sharing your site list with any of your other international storefronts. You got to build them, and you only can do it one by one. You can't even copy and paste a whole bunch of links. You have to literally go one by one by one by one, because it's Amazon. And I always try to help you navigate Amazon. So I just wanted to share those 2 little updates with you, because I know that a lot of you are thinking about doing the whole, opening up a storefront in the UK, opening up one in Canada. But then, like, if you were following along with Lane earlier, and he was talking about the auto dubbing in YouTube, if you have your YouTube, that's how I shared the tutorial on how to do that. That's how I've taken some of my videos, recorded that audio from the German translation from YouTube, and just took my English speaking voice out, added the German translation, boom, and then uploaded that to my German storefront. Okay, it's a little bit of a convoluted process, but it's got to start somewhere, right? So there you have it. So, we're at the top of the hour, and Michelle says, FYI, for anyone wanting to do that more, Filmora has that option. Oh, okay. The program that I use for my videos is so bad, I don't even recommend it. Canva is probably an even better option for those, because I think most people have Canva. Filmora, I've heard it's great. I'm not using it though. Andrew, actually, Steph, that's because okay. Andrew, are you going to unmute, or did I miss your response there? Shop with Nick says she needs to know more about international storefronts. Actually, I shared a link last week with a young lady who did a video. I've actually talked about it many times on these calls. I can't tell you which call it is though. And I've done a live stream, but my live streams, I tend to kind of go on. So I talk about a lot of topics, but I can definitely share the link to this shorter video and to my live stream where I talked about how to set up those international storefronts.
I do believe that amazing webinar you made, especially on the international storefronts, is still on our Facebook group, right? So it's going to be amazing for everybody to see it, or even just search your email, because we're blasting those recordings and replays after the fact. So just, search for Eileen International Marketplaces and you'll be able to find it. Was one of the most insightful trainings you did, Eileen. And we have a question from Sandy, and she's asking if Canadians can take advantage of the half price thing that we're working on. And the answer is that at the moment, no, because it's US only for now. We do have an investor from Canada who is a Logie creator, and he actually invested in us, even though he's a Logie creator. That's one of these amazing things. We have a few creators that became Logie investors. and I'm going to plug in a little bit, if other creators want to jump on the party, let me know as soon as possible, because there's going to be a last chance to do that soon. But we decided to start investigating a little bit more about Amazon Canada and Amazon UK and all those different marketplaces, so we can really expand into these other marketplaces. And what he said is that a lot of these brands have products inside Amazon.com and Amazon Canada, and it's going to be amazing to have those shipped from the Amazon Canada fulfillment by Amazon warehouses directly to these Canadian creators. So definitely stay tuned. It is not yet an option, but we are definitely trying to make it happen as soon as possible, because we do understand that the best way to go is to expand into additional marketplaces and provide additional opportunities.
Thank you. That's going to be great. I mean, I don't know if Canada is going to come first. It sounds like you're leaning towards Canada because you mentioned that. And then it's here's the deal. 1 week, the carousels are there on Canada and UK. And the next week they're gone. And then they're back. And then they're gone. So clearly, this is why it's important for you to have that consolidated summary, because at least this way you'll know when you have a sale. Otherwise, you kind of like, you wouldn't know unless, who wants to open up all those dashboards every day? Bad enough looking at one of Amazon's dashboards. They can't be nice and pretty like Logie's. So the consolidated summary, report summary helps you with that. So if you all are still confused about how to find that, let me know. Or actually, when this replay is posted, I will make sure I put the links there in the group, so you have them. But it's easy enough to find, and yeah, definitely want to at least start off with Canada and possibly UK if you can. Those are the two that I I have seen the sales come, and it's because it's been on the carousel, or they've opened up the carousel. I'm sorry.
That too, and because we all speak English, so Canada and the UK kind of make the most sense. And I also believe that Canada is probably the bigger play because it's closer to the US, so it's easier for shipping and all that type of stuff. So I've uploaded a good bit of my US videos to Canada. I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm getting closer. And then after that, I'm kind of taking it one country at a time. So I'm going to work on probably UK after that, because I see that as the next biggest market.
Absolutely. And it's Australia, and believe it or not, Singapore English is the #1 language in Singapore. But I don't see anything. I have them. I don't see anything. I never seen a carousel. I don't even get clicks. Like, even when they're not on the carousel in the UK and Canada, I can go and I can look at my reports and I can see there's been some clicks, which means to me they've actually gone to my storefront. But they're not invested in, they don't know me or whatever. They're just, I don't know, randomly find my storefront. Maybe it's from a Genius link. I don't know, because they didn't purchase, right? But Singapore, I've had it for like 6 months now, maybe. Flatline. Like, nobody, nobody's looking at my storefront. Nobody's finding videos because apparently they're not on carousels, and I don't have any line of communication. I don't even get emails from them. Like, I get emails from Germany, I get emails from France. I always have to, I think it was Michelle who told me, just hit translate. And I'm like, oh, they're, even the UAE, I just joined that recently. I've just found out, like I shared with you guys, that they were having their Prime Day right now. And so
And if
I don't know those other markets. I don't know what kind of team they have, but it's even worse with communication than the other teams.
If you're doing YouTube, though, there's definitely that play there, especially if you use Genius links. And that's where it worked out really well for me, because the team over at Amazon Sweden and Amazon Netherlands, they reached out to me, and I believe I hadn't uploaded anything to them. I just created my storefront and all that. And they reached out to me, and they wanted me to make some content and specifically have direction to that particular Amazon storefront, and I got it was a brand deal that I did with them. So just from having those Genius links set up so that they would notice me, so that they can find my stuff, you know, I was able to get a nice little chunk of change there. So that was nice.
Great. And I just want to call out a couple of comments here. Michelle says Amazon is new to Singapore and they're slow to adopt it because it's so foreign. They love shopping in store. Okay. Sandy says, do I get clicks to Germany? I do get some clicks. Haven't made any sales in Germany yet. And like I said, I don't know where those clicks are coming from, if it's just from my Genius links, if they just had a little carousel sneak peek here and there. But I've got like 3 videos over there. So, you know, I don't expect to get any clicks because I was uploading videos and they said, nope, you can't put those videos over here. And then that's when I was like, thank God when YouTube came out with the dubbing and rolled that out to my account. And I was like, and then since then I haven't had any problems. But I'm not focusing on that because if anything, I'm focusing on Canada and UK right now, you know, besides the US. And Nicole, if you would like to unmute, I love what you just said. There she is. Hey,
Hi,
Nicole.
yeah. I was just curious if anybody else had noticed anything, any increases with UK if they upload, because well, I've tried to be pretty disciplined with when I upload it to the US market. I double check with UK and Canada, and if they do have the same, you know, sometimes it's not the same ASIN, but you know, I try to find the same product, and it paid off, I think, this last month. And I also think there must have been some, maybe for Prime Day. I can't remember exactly when some of the commissions came in, but I was shocked to see, because I usually would only make, you know, tens of dollars. And this month it's been a little bit more. So just curious if anybody else had seen that.
And just to double down on people who are watching the replay, so they understand what you're talking about when you mention Eileen that she wrote a good comment. We just want to re-emphasize it for the people that are watching the replay. Nicole, so you did mention that 35% of your commissions came from UK this month, and that's why you were wondering if carousels were on more this month. And the reason why I'm kind of repeating this is because it reminded me very much when I saw that message that you sent of the old days for Amazon sellers using Amazon PPC, their ads. And what happened is that just a few years ago, whether you know it or not, Amazon.com did not even have ads on their platform. They did not have ads. It's kind of mind-boggling to understand it, but for so many years, there were no ads. You would search for something and you would just see products showing up. And then they realized that half of their income can be from taking from brands more than just a referral fee, but also making it a pay-to-play game. But then other marketplaces like Amazon Canada and Amazon UK didn't have ads. So only Amazon.com had the ads. And the ads were so cheap that you were able to really get your product to rank and show at the top of the pages. So sellers were enjoying it so much, they had to pay just a little bit to get placements in great locations for a very small amount of money. But the more it grew, of course, the bidding kept on going higher and higher. And now every time you click on an ad, there's a seller behind you that is paying $1 or $2 for every click you make on Amazon. And it's just horrible. It's just it's hard. It's very hard for brands. Brands are spending thousands, if not tens of thousands, and it doesn't make it profitable for them to even be on Amazon many times. With that being said, once Amazon Canada started introducing ads, then all the Canadian sellers were able to enjoy that for a certain period of time. I'm going to take this back and I'm going to say that's why it reminded me what you said, Nicole, that right now because Amazon influencer program isn't as hot in Canada and in the UK, then we're actually enjoying the same type of benefit that those sellers had in the first days before it became very popular. So it's a good time to double down on these other marketplaces because there's not a lot of competition. Not everybody is there. And Amazon is opening up more and more placements to show your content as a social commerce influencer. And it is a great idea to double down on it and make sure that you're signed up to all these marketplaces. Make sure you watch Eileen's replay of her webinar. And that's probably why you'll start seeing more and more revenue the more you take advantage of that.
Yeah, Amazon opened that. They really broke down the door with that, having all the ads on, especially on searches. Okay. So I mentioned this podcast to you guys before that I've been following. It's about retail media. And I didn't even know that was an industry, but that's retail media is a big deal because once Amazon did it, then of course Walmart, then Home Depot, then all the other big box folks, even the ones that have the brick and mortar stores, this is like a whole new income stream for them. Well, it's not new anymore for them. They've been doing it for a few years now, but it just keeps growing and growing to the point where Amazon, 99% of the searches on Amazon have ads. Now, the other sites aren't as saturated, but they're getting there. Like Walmart might be something like 35%. And, like they don't have all the vendors or the brands putting ads, but you also got to be careful when you're searching for your own, to buy stuff, because sometimes those ads are not even what you were searching for. You want to click because those people are buying those keywords as anything related. Because a couple times I bought something, I'm like, that's not what I wanted because I wasn't really paying attention. It was just like the first thing, and it was like, oh, that looks like it. I'm getting it. And then when I got it, thank God I got Prime. No big deal. Just returned it. But that's why. Because there's so many ads on every single search.
The only way to see it is it does say a little bit of an icon that says sponsored. You can see that sponsored next to it. And once you see it, you can never unsee it, because you'll see how Amazon went from $0 in ads to, and let me just quote, $56 billion in revenue in 2024. So that's the actual figure. Amazon's advertising business generated 56.21 billion in revenue in 2024 compared to zero just a few years when they didn't have any type of ads running by those third-party sellers. And just so you'll know, that accounts to 8.81% of Amazon's total revenue last year. Just these ads are almost 10% of the revenue. It used to make money from selling books. Now 10% of the revenue comes from you clicking those ads. And also for context, advertising is now Amazon's third largest revenue segment behind online stores and third-party seller services. And they became the third largest player in digital advertising globally after Google and Meta. Just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable just how powerful this advertising world can become. And we are sponsoring it every time we click an ad. Amazon are becoming, so I guess that every time you click an ad, make sure that you buy another stock for Amazon from the stock exchange. The ticker is AMZN. So at least you know that you were able to generate another $2 for Amazon, but you have their stock, so it will hopefully get higher and higher.
Yeah, I started following it because I found it fascinating. I didn't know. I mean, there's so many agencies that are involved with it. There's so many outlets, news outlets and so forth that are also involved in this retail media. And I keep trying to figure out, like, where do we fit in? I haven't figured it out yet, but I keep studying it because, like they always say, the knowledge is power. So, and that's why I've mentioned, it's not the first time I mentioned it, right? Especially when Stas is here, I always say, Stas, make sure you subscribe to that podcast because I know he's geeky like that, right? And it's a geeky podcast, but it's only like one of those 5 minute, 5 to 10 minute podcasts. So it's always good to just like know these things, even though you might say, well, what good is that doing me? Yeah, it's good to know there's ads all over the place, and this is your competition, right? Because nobody need to watch a video when they see the ad and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that. They're not making a decision. They're just reacting like um gut reactions. What's that? When you're just buy off the spur of the moment, right? So they're not taking the time to look at any reviews or any of that. They're just like, oh, it's at the top of the page. They're not seeing that little sponsored message thing. And I know I've done it before, so I'm not, putting anybody down for it. I'm just saying it's like you're on this trusted website. This is Amazon, right? They got everything. So if I type in that I want a collapsible umbrella and I see that one at the top of the page, I'm looking at the price. I'm not looking for a sponsored message, right? I'm just going to buy that umbrella until I get it. And I was like, no, but it collapses inward. And who wants that? I don't want it to collapse that way. But anyway, I digress. I just want you to know that it's something that we should all be aware of because, like I said, it is sort of the competition for us. So things we have to deal with, including Rufus and all the other AI stuff that Amazon is rolling out because they are determined that they're going to figure out some kind of way to use AI. And if it means that we make less money, that's fine for them. Now, will they use AI to help us make more money? I don't know. I don't know. But I know who does use AI to make us more money. Don't be shy, Ehud.
That's us. So
All right.
definitely check your emails because we started sending those reminder emails for every product that you got that we didn't find content. You might have created content for it, so don't be annoyed when you get that reminder email. Just let us know. You can reply to the email and say, hey, I just uploaded it, or here's the link to the Amazon page, and we can fix it on our end. But if you did not create content, then definitely try to create content. We do it because we want to make sure that you are in good standing with our AI machine, because the machine learning doesn't know you personally. The machine learning doesn't know that you're very kind and very sweet. It just knows that you received a product and no content was created, so it will not match you with additional products in the future. So you want to make sure that you create content when you get those Logie matches, just so you'll keep on getting those matches and keep on getting more and more products. A lot of people are going to their account and they're like, oh my God, look, I'm under the on vacation mode. Why am I on vacation mode? And that's an automatic system that will put you on a vacation mode so you're not matched with additional products. So you can definitely disable it on your own in the first time or the second time it happens, but after the third time, I think it's going to be locked. So you need to make sure that you're not being locked out of your ability of getting more and more matches and making, four figures. We have some people here on this Zoom right now that are making 4 figures a month on Logie. So, so you can do that too. We want everybody to make money. When you make money, we make money. Please do it the right way, create amazing content, do more than one piece of content, and we'll help in everything we can.
Very good. Really quick question from Michelle says, does the Logie crawler crawl Amazon Live? That's an interesting way to think of it, but I would say the answer is yes, but I don't think of it the way you stated the question. What about
But
you?
it's actually very accurate because we are
Okay.
crawling the Amazon Live page every single minute, and we collect every live stream that is happening, and we also collect much more data than you can imagine from that. So what products are in the carousel, what messages people are messaging you on that chat, and we keep track on everything. So it's, you know, we have our own secret sauce, but the more people leave comments and chat with you and others, we're able to track who is more likely to buy a product and who is not from the people that are chatting with you. If Amazon Live will ever become a thing again, like TikTok Live or something like that, then you'll be very surprised at the superpowers that Logie will be able to provide you with. But because Amazon Live changed a lot in the past 3 years, and lives were removed from product listings, that was the biggest pain for Amazon live streamers, and that's why 90% of live streamers stopped live streaming. It didn't make sense anymore. But we were actually building a lot of amazing features around Amazon Live, and if it will ever become a thing again, then Logie will be a beast, you know?
Maybe it'll come to some of those international storefronts. Never know. All right, you guys. Well, with that, I appreciate each and every one of you all for being here. Any further follow-up questions or whatever, post them in the group. And or also you can DM me if you really want to know something. All right. Thank you so very much. And thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Ehud. And thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much, Eileen.
Bye, y'all.
Thank
See y'all
you.
next Friday.
Bye.